Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Dakota. Today, Champion Homes Incorporated S.K.Y just filed an 8-cake announcing a board change, and I am seeing one detail that matters. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. They've added a new director to their board, and it might signal a shift in focus. This is a current report that companies file when something significant happens. And for Champion Homes Incorporated, the big news is about their board of directors. Champion Homes Incorporated is a big player in the residential construction industry. They build manufactured and modular homes. Think about them when you see new housing developments, especially those built off-site. The company is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol S.K.Y. So the main event here is that on the 24th of August 2026, the company decided to add a new person to their board. They increased the board size from 6 members to 7, and they brought in Michael R. Haack. He is 53 years old and will officially join the board on the 26th of August 2026. His term will last until the company's annual shareholder meeting in 2027. The company is saying that Mr. Haack is considered independent, which is important for meeting the rules of the New York Stock Exchange. What is interesting is that he is not just a regular director, he has also been put on the compensation committee. This committee is usually responsible for deciding how much executives get paid, including bonuses and stock options. So his involvement here could mean he'll have a say in executive pay. The filing also states that there are no special deals or agreements tied to his election, and no financial relationships between him and the company that need to be reported. This suggests a clean slate for his appointment. As for how he'll be paid, it sounds like he'll get the same compensation as other directors who aren't full-time employees. This usually involves a mix of cash retainers and stock awards. The details of this are usually laid out in the company's annual Proxy statement. They've also attached a press release about this appointment. It's common for companies to put out a formal announcement for these kinds of board changes. Now, there is another small but notable change in leadership. On the 26th of August 2026, Mary Federball was moved to become the chair of the audit committee. This means she is taking on a more prominent role in overseeing the company's financial reporting and internal controls. At the same time, she is stepping down from the compensation committee. This is a shift in responsibilities and signals a change in who is leading key oversight functions. Now, if you are trying to keep up with all these corporate moves and understand what they really mean for a company's future, you know how time-consuming it can be. That is why I want to tell you about Decoded Report. It is a tool that distills crucial information from these filings, providing a risk index, highlighting red flags with citations, and tracking how shares are being printed over time. You can find the direct link in the description and the pinned comment below. Let's jump straight back into it. Let's look at the bigger picture for Champion Homes Incorporated. We know they're in the residential construction business. This is a sector that can be very sensitive to economic cycles. When interest rates go up or people feel uncertain about the economy, home sales can slow down. The news from August shows that institutional investors are still paying attention. For example, Connor Clark and Lunn Investment Management bought a significant position, and Castlark Management also bought new shares around the same time. This suggests that some large investors see value or potential in Champion Homes Incorporated. This headline from August actually ties into Mr. Haack's appointment. It mentions a manufacturing CEO who led a lot of acquisitions joining the board. While this headline doesn't explicitly name Mr. Haack, the timing and his background often suggest a focus on growth and strategy, especially when appointed to committees like compensation. This could mean Champion Homes Incorporated is looking to expand, potentially through acquisitions, or at least is bringing in expertise related to that. Companies that are growing or looking to grow often bring in directors with experience in mergers and acquisitions. Another headline from August mentions the stock rocketing higher. This indicates there was a period of strong positive momentum for the stock. This could be due to a variety of factors such as positive earnings reports, favorable market conditions for housing, or strategic moves the company made. However, there is also a counterpoint suggesting the stock might be overvalued after a significant run-up over 5 years. This is a common debate for successful companies. Investors are always weighing the current growth against the price they are paying. A 63% gain over 5 years is substantial, and it is natural for some analysts to question if that growth is sustainable, or if the stock price has gotten ahead of itself. Looking at the leadership changes, bringing Mr. Haack onto the board, especially with his placement on the compensation committee, along with the change in the audit committee chair, suggests a focus on governance and potentially strategic growth. The audit committee is crucial for financial integrity, and its leadership change can signal a renewed emphasis on accurate reporting or compliance. His presence on the compensation committee could mean plans for executive incentives that align with ambitious growth targets, perhaps including the kind of acquisitions mentioned in the news. The fact that the company is adding a director and shuffling committee leadership is a sign that the board is actively managing the company's direction. It's not just a passive group. These actions are often taken to either address current challenges, capitalize on opportunities, or prepare for future growth, given the news about acquisition experience. It is possible Champion Homes Incorporated is gearing up for expansion. What I am actually looking for is to see how these new leadership dynamics translate into future strategy and financial results. Will this lead to more acquisitions, or is it just strengthening the oversight? Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you found this analysis helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more. Check out the Discord in the description.